All right, family. We black again. Black again. This is Truth Hour with General Sarah Student said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Student said he DVD lectures, t-shirts, and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies for your family. We also got home decor. That's right, accessories for every room in the house. We got you. Bathroom, living room, dining room, kitchen. We got you. KingSeti.com. We got 25%, 20% off at this time. When you check out, boom, big discount for your family. That's right. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 900 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare. We got you. Advanced African academics, the complete General Sarah Seti, developing the black nation one lesson at a time. GeneralSeti.com, over 900 videos. That's right. Ring the alarm, General Seti. Keep it popping on Patreon. That's right. Exclusive live streams, only for my Patreon family. Too raw for YouTube. We just dropped America is Egypt, the Mississippi versus the Nile debunked. We got that was a preview. We got the upcoming lecture this Sunday. I'll be dropping the flyer later on today. That's right. America is Egypt, the Mississippi versus the Nile debunked. That's right. We got to bring the flamethrower, family. Okay, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. That's right. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. General Seti, Sarah Student Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid. Because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of there. And my goddamn moderators will be on you too. All right. Y'all didn't think I could do that. People so used to seeing me put my screen up there, they didn't think. So I just wanted to let y'all know I could do that straight off the top. All right, family. We dealing with a powerful subject today, family. We dealing with the United States and Russia prepare for war at the North Pole. You say what? People ain't going to like, what the hell is going on here? And so we're going to talk about it today. Let's talk about it. And so this is my theory, you know what I'm saying, on what really was, all these damn people got all these talking about all these damn UFOs and shit up there. Yeah, what we got out there? Let me check, make sure. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we're in the house. That's right. Okay. And so you see here, family, that we're looking at a map. Let me bring this down. Let me bring this one down so we can work. And so you see up here at the North Pole, you see, because, you're expecting that Russia, being an adversary. And you see Alaska is right there. And so, Alaska, used to be a part of Russia. Used to be a part of Russia. United States bought Alaska from Russia. You see, and so you see Canada is there, and so of course, you would assume that that having that northern border like that, that they're gonna try to militarize to a large degree to keep somebody from ambushing from the north. You see, and when you see over there, you see Finland. Wait a minute, let me blow that one up. You see Finland, you see Sweden, you see Norway, and see that's another thing why they want to bring Sweden and Finland into NATO. You see, they know they're going, because they're gonna put all type of bases right there. You see, and what they trying to do, they trying to lock, and keep Russia from even coming out of the Arctic Ocean. It's except probably through this this opening right here between Alaska and northern Russia. You see, but it's trying to come over this way, they ain't gonna be able to exit from over here because they're gonna put bases and shit all through here, up in here between Canada and Denmark, Greenland, and Denmark owns Greenland, and Denmark is a part of NATO too. You see what I'm saying? So when you think about and these islands in here, they're gonna militarize those, and so yeah, they're gonna be able to come out, but they're gonna have to come through on this area, between, and because they do have a border on this outlet right here. You see, but when you start thinking about where they saw these UFOs, now let me get down. You see, one was over Alaska. You see, one was over Alaska. The one was over Yukon, Canada. You see, over Yukon, Canada, and then you see one over. You see, coming from the north. Now they let me see. They let the balloon fly, but obviously the balloon came from the north too. You see, they came from the north too, and so that just show you, that there's something going on up here that they ain't talking about. Again, you're looking at the North Pole, and you can see, how they setting up. You see, they setting up. Now you can see right here, this is Russia over here. You see, that's Russia over here. And so, yeah, they can exit through here, but they're going to shut them down from coming through anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? Like that Atlantic region, you see, they're going to shut them down. Now, you got the North Pole here. You know what I'm saying? You got the North Pole here. So you better believe, United States and them, they're going to be trying to, through NATO, they're going to be trying to, put bases all up through here. You understand what I'm saying? And make sure that, ain't no coming over this north, because this is a very highly strategic area. You see, this is a very highly, and they've already got bases. You know what I'm saying? They got something on them, I believe. You see? Now, you see here, they, the different bases that they got up here. Now, planned bases. So you see where they got the, where they got, let me blow it up. So they already planning bases now. So you see the circle with the star in it. We at the North Pole, they planning. You see here, especially Russia. Shit. Especially Russia. Shit, they over here. So I see right here, you got Denmark, and you see, and you got Denmark. So, and so they're going to have to make moves. You see, because Russia trying to set up, and you can see right there, they set right up there on Finland. You see, you see right there, because you see Finland, if they become a part of NATO, which they probably will, then, they're going to militarize. So you see Russia already building to try to, protect this, this area, of Russia. You see, they already building up here. But, this is what's going on. You see right there, the United States got a base up there too. And this is on Denmark. This is on the Greenland, which is a part of Denmark, And so, I have to look into all these bases. Alaska, you got bases with the U.S. up here and so on. And so NATO is, the war is even going on up here. It's even going on up here. It ain't just on, and people don't even look and wouldn't even know that this was going on because it's not even being talked about. It says new nuclear power icebreaker commission by 25th. Well, this is already, so they up there breaking ice. Area of Russia claim beyond 200 nautical miles. So Russia is claiming this, saying this is 200 so they can claim up to this portion, you see, of, you know, the North Pole. Ain't that some shit? So they saying this is up to 200 nautical miles, you know, from their border. So they, just like the water, they could claim it. You see what I'm saying? And so it's probably the same way on the other side. Probably the same way on the other side. You see, United States plans for Coast Guard cutter and other assets to be assigned to the Arctic. C-130 surveillance flights. You know, they having these flights go over to make sure, you know, because again, this is a very tender area for a lot of people, because usually up in these northern areas, it ain't so many people. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, if a motherfucker want to just try to come through, you know, especially on some, maybe not so much a plane, but, you know, people, you know what I'm saying? Because Sneak, you think the southern border is wide open. This northern border probably even more wide open, because you got a lot of people in the south, but you ain't got a lot of people because it's cold as a motherfucker up there. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and so let me go to this next map. You see again, so you seeing all the players up there. You see Canada. So they already over there. You see, so they didn't cut it up already. You see, and you can see Russia got a big piece of it too. They got a big piece, and this is supposed to be the North Arctic region. So that shit show you right there. They're even up there fighting over shit. You see what I'm saying? They over there fighting. You see they mining up there. You see they mining. You can see right there they got all type of bases and shit. That's Norway, Sweden, and Finland. You see they up there, and so that's why they went on ahead and joined, because they already know that the Russians gonna want to take that. If they feel they can, they would probably want to take that, because if NATO and United States get in there, and they're gonna have their ass locked in, they ain't gonna even be able to come through this area. You see what I'm saying? I believe they get 200 nautical miles. You know what I'm saying? So they still very well may be able to get through here. You know what I'm saying? They very well still may be able to get through there. But if it comes down to the get down and they go to war, shit, they're going to lock that shit down. They ain't going to be able to come up out that motherfucker. They going to be, you know what I'm saying? So they going to be locked in up there. They're going to lock that shit in over there when it come down to the real get down. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a tight fight up there. So you know right now that this is setting up to be one of the major battlefields. You see, and it's right above your ass. So when you start talking about, when I seen that, I say, where's these damn UFOs coming from? And I seen they was, but a lot of people ain't gonna know about that. They ain't gonna be able to say, they ain't gonna be able to, connect, they ain't gonna be able to connect that to this. You see, where that shit coming down from the north, so you don't know what's going on. Now China, they ain't but a balloon is one thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them having a base up here, you know what I'm saying? But Russia isn't one of their adversaries. I mean, one of their allies. And so I don't think they would have no problem letting them, fly some shit through. You see what I'm saying? I don't think they got no problem, because they probably benefit. Both of them gonna benefit. You see, both of them gonna benefit from trying to get some information. Now, you can see right here where it says Russia's Arctic buildup. You see what I'm saying? So even across, you know what I'm saying, you can see they putting a lot of shit up there in that northern region. You see what I'm saying? They putting a lot of shit up because they see that as being a soft, the soft belly. You see? That's the soft belly. You know what I'm saying? And so United States, I'm quite sure they bolstering, they can see what's going on up there. And shit, as many airplanes as they got. You see right there, you see down here the key, airfield and search and rescue. So they done built all type of airfields all through this shit. You see what I'm saying? You see missile air defense. So they expecting, something to come from the top they damn self. So they got, they got their air defense. They got electronic warfare and radar up there. United States got it too. Infantry base. So they got a couple of infantry bases up there. But as you can see, they planning on something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna put that much, infrastructure and shit up there if you ain't intending to, to use that. You know what I'm saying? For, some, recourse. What is they planning on up there? You see what I'm saying? And so shit, why they worried about, China and all that, I'm quite sure they would be very worried about them building up there on that, and it's an Arctic Ocean and shit, and they setting up warfare infrastructure like that. You see? And so, they know what they're doing. You see? And so this is a war that's being fought on a lot of fields that a lot of people don't even know about. That's just like the other day when I was talking about that guy, what's that motherfucker? What's that base? Let me get that base. There it is. So what they trying to do up there, let me drop down. You see, these motherfuckers are militarizing this planet. This planet is so heavily militarized, it's ridiculous. You see? And so you see, how they got motherfuckers trapped in. See, the United States got so many bases. And so you see the Alaska thing right there. You see what I'm saying? But now that you see it from this aspect, and so even if they can't, you see coming through here, over here, this is Alaska right here. You see the United States, and then this is Russia. So even if they came through that motherfucker over there, you got to understand, United States got all type of goddamn bases out there. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, Russia probably got some over in here too. You see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? United States got a heavier Navy. You see? They got a heavier Navy. That don't mean, but that, they got a heavier Navy. And so, they can really, they can put pressure on motherfuckers with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can put pressure. You see, and so as you see from the top, you see, and they setting up here, and then you come, and this ain't shit because they building more, and each one of them, because they at odds with China and Russia, they gonna be they bringing shit in, they fortifying all this shit, they gonna fortify. So if they have the, they don't want it to go past that. You see, they don't want to have to, get, where, they have to use, yeah, they're going to be using Hawaii, but they're going to make that shit count over here. You see, up in there, up in that region, they're going to make that shit count. They're going to put the pressure. You see, that's strategy. You see, put the pressure on their ass right there. You see, we don't want it to come past there. And so that's why China, they understand what they're doing. That's why they trying to lock that damn that China Sea, because if they lock that shit down on their ass, it's a wrap. You see? Wait a minute, let me see if I got some I had some. Let me pull that down. You see, so y'all understand this shit, what's going on. And you should. You niggas sit back and strategize, nigga. If you don't do nothing else, strategize and see what's going on. There it is. No, there it is. Cause see, that's what they talking about, even with Taiwan. See, United States trying to, they militarizing Taiwan. And so what China is doing, they trying to lock that goddamn China Sea down. Wait a minute, let me get it over here for y'all. So even though they got, they got them, they got, they got you know, the bases, they're gonna have to fortify that shit. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have to fortify that, all that over there, because it ain't, China is a hell of an adversary. So that shit, you got to fortify that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going. That ain't enough. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have to fortify. That's why Japan talking about they bolstering they military spending. South Korea say they bolstering they military. Guam, they about to load that motherfucker up. Believe it. This is just common sense. You see what I'm saying? You gonna let them motherfuckers shoot straight across? You got to make sure, yeah, you pressing their ass, but they might want to press you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure they don't come up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have to put the full court press on their ass right there. But see, they understand it, so that's why they even building islands up in there so they could control that sea in there. Because if they already got this shit on the outside and then they control that shit in the inside too, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna be right there at their front door. You see what I'm saying? And even though they could strike shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they right there at your front door, so they can hit all your shit. You understand what I'm saying? Quickly. They can, very quickly, sitting in your front door like that. You know what I'm saying? They can hit your shit quickly. And so that's really what Russia is trying to do with the Ukraine, because they don't want motherfuckers to so close pressed on them. You know what I'm saying? You see? Wait a minute, let me show you. Yeah, right there in your door. Even though, yeah, they still got the ability to hit. They can hit any goddamn country they want to hit. But the thing is, that shit right there gonna hit a lot quicker. You see, they're gonna tear your ass up, first, and very, and very convincingly. You see, so wait a minute, let me. So when you look at, I need it with well, I can see Moscow too. Shit, we need to see how far, And see, as soon as I put this shit in, it just pops the fuck up and shit. And they showing how these peoples is trying to, look. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you, but I want to be able to see, Moscow from film. So you see right there, you see, and that's really, you right up on their doorstep. You right, but I need a map where I can see Moscow. How far Moscow, in Finland. Ain't that damn far. Ain't that damn far. This is one map. It must be, I believe it's probably close to the St. Petersburg. That's like they second big city. You know what I'm saying? So you see here again. Wait a minute. Well, they don't want me to get that one. They don't want me to get that one. It ain't that far though. This one to do it. This one, they don't want me to get that one either. They got that motherfucker blocked. They got it blocked. They don't even want motherfuckers to have maps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want motherfuckers to know how. Okay, that's a good one. Let me see if they ain't gonna let me get that one. Hold on, I'm gonna get you one, family, because I want you to see this shit. Okay, there you go. There's Helsinki right there, family. There's Helsinki. I just seen Helsinki. Where that shit at? Right there. Okay. Right. Here go one. Let me get this one. I got it. Here we go. So you see right there, Helsinki, and they bringing Finland in. You can see right there how, you St. Petersburg, Moscow, and shit. That's right there. You see what I'm saying? That's right there. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. They can shoot some shit right there to hit in motherfucking 2 minutes. You see? Even though they all got some shit in, they can find some shit that'll hit that motherfucker in like 2-3 minutes. You see? And so that's why they really, when you think about Ukraine, you see, when you think about Ukraine, that's why they over there trying to block them, you know what I'm saying, from getting that. Let me see how, and let me see if I can get another map. I be needing the right motherfucking one. I don't just need, let me see, Ukraine to Moscow. See, this is what I'm talking about. And then you get to seeing, once you start seeing them, yeah, I'm about to get this. Fuck that, I'm about to take a snapshot of this motherfucker. Period. And I'll drop it in. Matter of fact, let me see. Well, that's a nice one too. That's a nice one, but I'll take this one I just took. Okay. All right. Let me drop it in for y'all. See? So when you looking at Ukraine and shit, and you know how key, that ain't shit but a hop, skip, and a jump. You see? And so there ain't nobody pressing, DC like that. They ain't gonna let that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So you can see right there, they give Ukraine, and goddamn it, then they in Finland, man. They there, nigga. They at your doorstep. You know? They on your motherfucking nigga. They at your front door. You see? They at your motherfucking front door. And so that's the reality of what's going down out there. You see? That's the reality of what's going down out there. And they putting the full court press on all they at. And so, that's what they really, and that was what they was trying to do in goddamn Vietnam and goddamn Korea on them goddamn Chinese. You see? And so what China did, they just flooded North Korea during that Korean War. They just flooded that motherfucker with Chinese, because they would have took it. If it was just based on, they would have took it. But the fact that they flooded it with Chinese soldiers, even though they wasn't even really soldiers and shit, it was just so many of them. You see what I'm saying? And now you got to understand that, it was just so many of them that it was they was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So let me hit y'all up so y'all can understand that. And so what they did, they went on ahead and militarized North Korea. That's what they did. You see what I'm saying? And he's like out of all of them, he like the the wild gunslinger and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they let him do that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's some, if you study that, that's just like you got a little nigga in your clique, but y'all a big clique now. You gonna back your little nigga if he get into it or anything. And you know how you go tell the little nigga in the clique, man, go slap that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he see all the other niggas out there. He ain't, even if the little nigga go slap him, he's scared. He don't even want to slap the little nigga back. You know what I'm saying? Go slap that big nigga. And the nigga scared because he sees so many other niggas. He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? If I try to protect myself, they gonna rush the shit out of me. Little nigga walk right up there and say, so that's what they doing with North Korea. Go on out there and antagonize them. You see, and they know damn well that they can't really, because if they try to attack him, you know what I'm saying, on any serious note, then China and Russia they gonna say fuck no. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, no, you can't come over here bullying motherfuckers right up under my house. You see what I'm saying? So that's what his buffer zone is over there. So not only do you got Russia, but at the same time, they pressing their ass. At the same time, we must state that. You see, so is a clash between two worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's a clash, and like at this time, the doomsday clock is 90 seconds to doomsday. It's the closest that has ever been. So that means any one of them is about it. You see, they all about it. And so all it's going to take is one motherfucker to trip and say something or do something that, you know, and it's going to be on. It's going to be on, family. And it ain't going to be, you know, it ain't going to be no winner. You see, and why do I say this? Because we have to understand that we are, you know, we are a part of this world. And see, we so caught up in the little nigga shit, you know, but it's the global shit to see, this is how we lose it. Because we don't, you know, and motherfucker thinking, you know, these nations is fighting amongst one another and shit. And you see how subversively they come into our nations and do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I told African people, you can't deal with none of them. None of them. Because they're going to want to use you as an asset against their, you know, and that's where the shit going to go, you know, that's where it's going to go all wrong. African people got to know how to strike a deal with a motherfucker and send them home. You understand? You can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? We can engage in commerce. We can engage in commerce, but once the deal is done, take your ass home. Once you get what you paid for, I ain't say steal, paid for, take your ass home. Okay? All right, family. This was we'll deal with this again, and we'll touch a base on this again. But again, you know, the North Pole is being militarized, and a lot of what you talking about, these UFOs, is shit that's coming from up there. Believe that. Believe that. It's things being flown down, and they testing, and believe you me, it ain't something that's one doing that the other ain't, because they all gonna engage. You see, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? They all gonna engage. And so what that means is you got to keep your eyes on the North. Yeah, you better keep your eyes on the North, because it's shit going down up there that motherfuckers just don't understand. And they militarizing it to, it's just gonna be the next hotbed. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be the next hotbed of military and so on and so forth. So, all right, family, we'll be black again. Check me out, GeneralSeti.com. Check me out, over 900 videos, fire. KingSeti.com, 20% off at this time. Everything in the store. And Patreon, got that fire. It's going down again tonight. The Stolen Art of Alchemy, the Black Arts. You be in the house for a magnificent presentation that opened up the eyes of black people. This is the General Sarah Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.